in. I am so excited to have you join me for tonight. Welcome in. I am Julie Maxon, the main stamper. I am an independent demonstrator with Stampin' Up, and I'm here for not your weekly card class from Maine. So normally I go live on a Monday at 8 o'clock Eastern time, and I do a card class, and then I share that card class with you to inspire you and also to give you some tips and tricks on the bundle that I'm using, and also to give you a really great ordering special with me during the week. So that card class usually turns into 3 or 4 cards, and they come to you when you order with me and meet the minimum requirements. You get that card kit in the mail, you get to stamp with whatever product you want at home, and it's so much fun. And I'm here pretty much every Monday doing just that, except when I'm not. And today happens to be a not. So tonight is not a card class. It's actually a box reveal. Sometimes those are way more popular and way more exciting. So I have with me the 2026 spring, January through April mini catalog, and I'm going to be handing them out soon. So I'm wondering who wants one, because I put a form into my email last week. I'm checking to see if I'm actually live on my page, and if you can hear and see me, please say hi. I love to know that you guys are hanging out with me. So I had a form in my email last week, and I said, please sign up for the catalog, because I'm not just going to send them out to everyone. And here's why. In case you're wondering, why am I making you sign up to get a mini catalog for me? The real thing here is that Stampin' Up! Had such a great joint offer back in October that many of you decided to become Stampin' Up! Demonstrators. So you're no longer a customer of anyone. You are your own demonstrator. Stampin' Up! Is going to send you a copy of the catalog with your first order with them. So I don't necessarily need to send lots of catalogs out if you have joined my team, or maybe you've joined another team and you just watch me and I've sent you catalogs in the past. That's really why I'm asking you to sign up for my catalog, because I want to know that I'm actually spending the effort, the money, the time to get catalogs into the hands of people that actually need them. So please think about letting me know if you need a catalog. I will continue to put that in my email for a little bit, but I do have the catalogs here, and I'm really excited to share them with you. Now let me see if there's anybody watching me. And I see Tammy. Tammy says she is excited to see the sneak. That's awesome. I have my computer a little bit farther out so I can see comments. So thank you, Tammy, for letting me know we're good. So as you guys jump on, please say hello. Tell me where you're watching from, checking it out. And I'd like to know if you have already ordered, if you're a demonstrator, and you may have just joined Stampin' Up! In October. Again, that was a great join sale. So it was a really good time to get some Stampin' Up! Product for yourself and get that discount. So maybe you've had a chance to pre-order the new product like I have. I've got all kinds of good stuff in my room to share with you. It always surprises me to get it into my hands, the difference between looking at it online or even in the catalog and looking at it in person. So I'm really excited to give you some thoughts as we go through it. Now, I'm also going to be sharing my Black Friday week specials. Now, if you've known other demonstrators are sharing, I've been sharing. Stampin' Up! Is having their own Black Friday specials, and they all start tomorrow, Tuesday. Tomorrow is the 25th. A month from now is Christmas Eve, just in case anyone's keeping track of the time. We're getting so close, but here we go. So we're into Black Friday week. So starting tomorrow and running through, I believe Stampin' Up! Is running theirs through December 1st, which is next Monday. My specials are going to end on Sunday, end of day on the 30th, because I'd like to get things in the mail to you. And also December 1st, next Monday, I'm going to come live and we're going to do a card class again. So my offer is going to turn over on Monday into the next card class offer, if that is making sense to you. Okay, so let's see. I'm looking at comments again. Hi, Sandra. It's so good to see you on here. Oh my gosh, that's awesome. So I have a couple of friends. We're going to check out our sneak peek. Hopefully I have everything up and running properly. It's always a challenge with me, but I keep trying, and that's like A for effort, right? If you guys go through the same struggles with something, just keep knowing that I am also going through struggles with my tech, and I'm just going to keep trying and trying until we get it completely under control. So I want you to know that I'm right there with you if you have such problems. All right, so let me see if I can find where we're going to change over to my workspace, and we're also going to change over to the picture in a picture. I'm like, when I do some techie things that are like new and exciting to me, I'm always like, whoa, I can do some things. All right, so on my desk, you are going to see the mini catalog. You can look at the cover online with me. You can look at the back also. Very pretty, very springy. Like, I know Christmas is like a month away, and I love Christmas more than anything in the world, but sometimes that little breath of fresh air when we see the purple and the beautiful pastel colors tonight, like it just gives us hope for like, once we get past Christmas and we're sad, we need something fun. So this is what that is going to provide to us. So we also have on my list, on my desk here, the list of Black Friday specials that I'm running this week. But before we talk about all my specials, we're really going to just talk about the pre-order. So you're going to have to come back through and check out so hang tight with me, because we're going to look at all the specials here at the end. I will also be sending them by email. So if you're on my email newsletter list, I'll be sharing them on Facebook. I see Patty. Hi, Patty. Good to see you here today. Patty's on the West Coast. This is exciting. Okay. Mini catalog. I love it. Oh my gosh. I'm so excited about the mini catalog. Little snippets of joy is really what this is all about. Now, the catalog, classic catalog, right? It's got all kinds of scrapbooking. It's got all kinds of like catalog type layouts in it with ideas. It's got some sketches. It's really fantastic. If you need one, please let me know. Okay. Now, all my local friends, if you're coming to my Christmas party on December 6th, I'm going to hand that to you right in person on December 6th. It's going to be so awesome. So I'm wondering what we should start with. Maybe we should start with paper, because there's new paper. This is the stack of paper. I don't know, you probably can't see like how many papers there are here, but we have a few papers to go through, and I don't know if you know or not, but I have an obsession with designer series paper. I used to, when wallpapering was really popular, I loved wallpaper books. I loved looking through wallpaper books. I don't know if it just carries over into DSP for me now. That's just a fun, weird fact that you just learned about the main stamper. I love wallpaper. I don't know. It's just classic stuff, right? So let's take a look at the papers. We're just kind of flip through them a little bit at a time here. I have some samples that are already cut. I'm going to explain to you why I might have some papers that are already cut when it's like, so it's not even Christmas yet. Oh, look how cute these are. This is the Love Notes 6x6. Now, the papers I'm going to share with you tonight, actually all of the products, some of them are in the mini catalog. Some of them are the January online exclusives. So we have a combination of products coming out in January. This is the only 6x6 pack of designer series paper. I'm actually kind of shocked that there's only one 6x6 pack, and at the same time I'm not shocked, because Stampin' Up is really trying to entice scrapbookers who are making the 12x12 albums to have some really good product to work with. So we've got some colors here. We've got Azure Afternoon, Cherry Cobbler, Flirty Flamingo, Garden Green, Gorgeous Grape, Real Red, and Black. Those are our colors here. Now this is an interesting pack because you're getting several sheets of the same pattern paper. Now these are cute because they're going to make 3x3 squares, so you can cut these into 3x3s. Here's, for example, over here on the side, we've got 3x6. So you can see I chopped that down. And of course on the back side, oh, I didn't show you the back side yet. The back side has even more really cute images, and they coordinate. So the front side here has the camera. We just click. The back side has the camera, right? So the front side has the straw, your extra special to from, and the back side has just this pattern, so it coordinates front and back. It's going to make some really cute tags. It's going to work really nicely, I think, in the flip flaps as well. I think that's what these are designed for. But you're getting several of each. I believe there was 6 of each design. I'm going to flip through here kind of quickly. There's a lot of pages of the same, and then we get into the next section, the next grouping. So I'm going to kind of flip them over here on my desk so you can see. So this would be the front over here on the right, and then this is the back. Really cute Valentine's themed, and then I'm going to flip over to the next section here. Now you've got a bigger frame here, which is going to be a nicer size for a card front. Then you've got some smaller images here. On the back side of this, again, so this is the front. This is the back. So they do coordinate once again, and these coordinate over here with this one. It's a very clever 6x6 pack, I have to say. And I don't think Stampin' Up has done just like, this is really a Valentine's Day pack. So you can see front and then the side here, and then on the back side, how cute is this? So again, this is your fronts. These are your back sides of these images right here. 6 sheets of each. Gives you lots of opportunity to make duplicates if you like to do so. Now this is a full 6x6 pattern, So here we go. We've got some of those, lots of those actually, right? And then another full 6x6. And on the back side is red hearts. So that is a look at the Love Note 6x6 Mix and Match Designer Series paper. I happen to really like that one more than I anticipated that I might do so. Hi, Kathy D. Hi, Corey. Good to see some of my friends on here tonight. Thank you for saying hello. Appreciate it. Okay, we're just taking a stroll through some DSP. I love DSP. We're gonna go through a whole bunch of different products that I've pre-ordered from the January to April spring. We call it the spring mini catalog, and also the January online exclusives. This paper pack right here is called Beach Boardwalk. So it's very beachy themed. In case you like the beach. Now I have fronts and backs kind of handy here, so I don't have to flip too much in front of my camera. So this is the front, this is the back. So I'm just sharing with you kind of like this really pretty ombre. Now, of course, we've got the carousels, we've got balloons, we've got palm trees, we've got the Ferris wheel. So it's kind of beachy in nature. Here's some pink palm trees. And you guys thought I was crazy to make pink Christmas trees, right? And on the back side, we have a nice pink pattern here as well. This one I really like. It's kind of got some sunshiny vibes to it. It gets a little oranger down at the bottom. A little more peach pie, I should say. This is the back side of that one. And then we've got this blue pattern here. Kind of looks like water, which is really pretty. The back side is more sky looking, so kind of blue and balmy blue, pool party, peach pie. This one is a full 12 by 12 that you would want to make that really cute card design where you cut this right down the middle. And then you cut this into 3 sections, and then you get your 4 by 5.5 or 4 by 5.25 card front, and you can make 6 cards out of this sheet of DSP. Of course, you can scrapbook with it too. This is what the back side looks like. So again, it's a really pretty pattern. And then we have this fun one here toward the back. So this has like all these cute little tickets that you might see at the boardwalk. And on the back side of that sheet, we have this beautiful kind of pool party. It's got like some little kind of like, almost looks like garland and stars in it. So that's the boardwalk, 12 by 12. So a lot of our patterns here are going to be 12 by 12s. And that was called Beach Boardwalk. I have to remember that the proper names there's proper names here. Beach Boardwalk. Okay, this one is fun, and this one is more fun than I anticipated it being. Yes, don't adjust your screens, kids. These are bugs on my desk. Now, one of the things that Julie loves the most when the ground freezes and it gets really cold in Maine is that there are no bugs. There's no ticks. There's no mosquitoes. None of those crazy little flying things outside that drive me nuts. These are different kinds of bugs. These are cute as a bug, and these are cute, cute bugs, by the way, in case you were wondering. And yes, Easy Valentines. That's for sure, Tammy. Those are Easy Valentine cards from that 6x6. Hi, Julie. Good to see you here. Hi, Lynn from Southern New Jersey. Thanks for joining. So these are really cute bugs. This is going to be really cute for kid cards for sure, or kids at heart, because I know that sometimes teenagers, I mean, they would adore some of this as well. And of course, maybe you have some adult friends that find humor in the bugs. Now, if you don't like the bugs, remember that all of the Stampin' Up's Designer Series paper is two-sided. And sometimes I prefer the B side. So the A side is usually the side facing up, kind of like the more busy pattern, and the B side is the back side. And it's a little bit more calm and chill. So front side, A, backside B, and I love this really soft pattern right here. It's got little white, I don't know if they're picking up nicely in the camera, but teeny tiny white flowers with like little peach pie centers. They're gorgeous. Okay, and then on this page here, again, you've got pieces that you could part and piece up, and you could create some really cute little squares, similar to the Turtley Awesome DSP that we've had in the annual catalog. This is the back side of that pattern. So again, you're getting a lot of greens. This is going to be great for masculine guy cards, I think for sure. This one, I adore. These bugs are really doing it, right? They are having some good times, but I like the pale green background here. It's almost like grayish green. And then on the back side of that, we have some petal pink, kind of a nice, just a really generic pattern. We've got some more cute bugs and moths, and we've got, look at the little ladybug down here by the strawberries. Like, some of these are adorably cute for sure. And on the back side, we have these little squares. They're kind of like quilted squares for sure. And then this one, I love this one. We've got bumblebees, strawberries, blackberries, all the cute little blossoms in that one. On the back side, again, some more of those little squares. Looks like quilting. And then we've got the mushrooms. Mushrooms remain popular. So these are kind of, I don't want to say they're kidsy mushrooms. I mean, they're still cartoonish looking, but they're not quite the round and purple and different, you know, kind of mushrooms that we've had in the past. So I like that. And on the back side of that is your basic picnic pattern, right? Your basic red checker cloth for your picnic basket tape, you know, your landscape. So that kind of reminds me of the picnic basket. And there it is, cute as a bug, 12 by 12 designer series paper. And it is really cute. I do like that one quite a bit. Now this one is super interesting. This is called Easter Joy Specialty DSP. This is, again, 12 by 12, Easter Joy. Now, I don't believe Stampin' Up! Has ever had a full pack of paper all about Easter. So I'm really excited about this one. And what's interesting about this is a specialty paper, and until you feel it, you don't understand. This is almost like contact paper. It's still paper, but it has like this texture on it that's almost like waxy. It is definitely thicker than your regular designer series paper. And you can see there's a sheen and a shine to it. It is obviously a specialty paper. We've got the Easter eggs in here and the tulips and the daffodils and the carrots, right? So you can see that it's Easter for sure, a nice mix. This is the back side of this paper. Now the back side is not quite as glossy as the front side. So those are the front and back of that paper. Then we've got the stripe pattern. Again, perfect for Easter. The back side is very kind of tame and muted. This is like a crumb cake pattern. Again, a nice masculine pattern. We've got this really beautiful, colorful pattern here, right? The colors that we're looking for at Easter time, the bright pinks and oranges and yellows, the blues. This is the back of this paper. And in with these little tulips, there are Easter eggs. So it's kind of fun to look through here and realize what actually this print is made up of. Okay, now we're going to get into, again, one that you would cut up into 4 by 6 pieces. You've got 6 card fronts here, basically. Got this really cute little one right here. And then on the back side of that is this green and cloud cover. I'm going to say this is probably Shy Shamrock and cloud cover combination here of paper. And then here we go. We're not even done yet. More tulips and daffodils, that little shine on there. The back side of this is so adorable. These are little bunnies in here, little baskets and bunnies. It's very muted, super sweet. And then we have a nice big shiny Easter egg page. Similar colors to the very front page, which I have here still. And then again on the back, a nice masculine crumb cake or an Easter basket pattern too. So as you're thinking about Easter, maybe you need to create a basket for all of these great things that you might want to fill it up with. So that is an Easter pack, and I'm really excited that Stampin' Up! Has this. It is so different. It is called Easter Joy. You're going to find that in the spring mini catalog as well. Hi, Barbara. Good to see you on here. Hi, Janice. And Jess. Oh my gosh, I've had some friends sneaking in. It's really great to see you. So we're checking out the paper first because, okay, everybody loves paper, right? I know we all say we have tons of paper. We don't need any more paper. I guess what we need to do is use our paper, and I'm right there with you because I have a ton of paper. I forgot to look at the name of this one. Let me bring this back out again. This is called Lovely and Beautiful. Again, a specialty paper. There's a lot of specialty papers in the mini catalog. This one has a petal pink floral print to it. And then the specialty paper is actually on the opposite side. So you can see the gold in here, really pretty. Big, bold flowers, just beautiful. A little bit of purple, a little bit of calypso, some daffodil in here, right? Some nice, really spring colors for sure. I love this green right here. This is old olive green, and it's got just a really nice pattern to it. And then on the back side of that, we're doing some things with purple. So hopefully the camera is allowing you to see. There's a lot of gold in here, but there's also some purple too. This is front and back. So the green kind of carries over onto this one, which I love. And in case you were looking for more purple, here it is. So this is more of a fresh freesia. And again, on the back side, we have more beautiful flowers. Love the papers here. This one, a little bit more peach pie. I feel like peach pie, petunia pop are very popular colors in the spring collection coming up. This is the back side. Now this one is all white and gold. So this is going to be really elegant for your wedding cards, for those congratulations, your engaged cards, a graduation card, a Mother's Day card, all the different occasions where you might want something with really fancy, just white and gold. But look how gorgeous is this Calypso coral, again with that beautiful soft pattern of smaller print flowers, which I personally prefer the smaller print. I feel like it's easier to work with. And as I say that, look at how fun this one is, right? Again, another big floral print paper. And the back side here is more peach pie. This is more Calypso coral. So you can see the two different tones here of the colors. This one has more red in it. This one has more yellow in it. So, and then we've got this one here that has kind of that blend of the Calypso, the petal, your purples and your greens. And that is a really gorgeous pack of paper. I can tell right away, some of them that I love, I'm like, oh my gosh, this is probably going to be really popular. This is called Lovely and Beautiful Specialty DSP. If you ever join me during my card kit of the month, you'll be getting some designer series paper each month as we create some cards with whatever I choose as the bundle of the month. And so I know that going forward, there's some really great products. I'm really excited about December, January, February. We're going to have a lot of fun with some of these great patterns. The next pattern pack of DSP is called Made with Love, and is a 12 by 12. So again, we're kind of looking at Valentine's Day. If you saw the very beginning, we had a 6 by 6 pack, which was really Valentine's Day here as well. And I'm just going to check messages here as I see them coming in. Okay, so here we go. More Valentine's Day. We've got X's and O's. This one's going to be, oh, I guess I didn't need to flip it. Sorry. I forgot for a second what I'm doing. I had these all set up so I could just slide them back and forth. So front and back, you can see all of the reds, the pinks. This is kind of more of your flirty flamingo. This pattern right here is very small heart print. And then I love this one, polka dots, red polka dots. This one is ready to go right now for Santa cards. I always look for a good red pattern when I'm looking for something to use with Santa Claus. And this is a really good pattern right now. That if you had hold of this, you could do something with Santa with this one. We've got some more hearts here. These are a little bit bigger. On the back side, this one is more of a poppy parade. So you can kind of see the tones of red as they're coming across your screen. This one right here is poppy. And then we've got this one right here. I like the combination. I like how we've got all these different reds and pink colors to choose from. And we've got some stripy ones here. This is, again, a really great, solid, beautiful collection of papers. This one is more pretty in pink. And the back side here is definitely flirty flamingo. And then we've got this one right here has, I'm going to pull this whole sheet out because we've got, as you can see here, it starts up in this corner and it goes lighter and then it kind of comes down and it covers different colors as we go. So it's going to have that varying tone to it. It's going to be really great for scrapbook pages. This one right here has those little arrows in it with some flowers, super cute. And there is a look at that designer series paper pack. Now, if you saw the very beginning one, which was also all about Valentine's Day. So this is the 12 by 12. This one was called, 12 by 12 is called Made with Love. And then at the beginning we did Love Notes, which was 6 by 6. This one had these, a lot of them are squares. You've got very specific patterns you can cut out. And then we get into some more regular patterns at the back. I would love to know which of these two packs for Valentine's Day you would get if you had a choice. Would you get the 12 by 12? Or would you get the 6 by 6? Because they are very different. They all take care of Valentine's Day, but in different ways. I personally would probably go with the 12 by 12. I love the different colors that are there, but I like to know what you guys think too as you're looking through here. So 12 by 12 or 6 by 6, that is your question for Valentine's Day. And I know it's going to take a minute for me to see some of your comments come through, so while we wait for that, let's check out our next pack of paper. There's a lot of great paper. This one is called Mixed Up Patterns. Now, this is something new that Stampin' Up! Has not done. Well, actually, I shouldn't say new. They've probably done it before. Oh, I thought I saw comments coming in. Just likes the bugs. Oh, that one's a really cute one. Tammy says 12 by 12. I would agree with Tammy for sure. Okay, I'm going to wait and see. I'm looking at, like, comments are jumping a little bit around here. But anyway, okay, Mixed Up Patterns. This is a pack that they did with not only mixed patterns, but just really solid colors as well. So you're going to see here, This is front and back. They're totally different. They're mixed up. So we've got some yellow stripes, Daffodil Delight here. This is more of your, oh, I didn't look to see what colors they are. I'm looking at this and I'm thinking Strawberry Slush, but let's see if Julie's right. Balmy Blue, Bubble Bath, Daffodil Delight, Old Olive, Secret Sea, and Strawberry Slush. Man, I love it when I'm right. Okay, Strawberry Slush. This is Secret Sea. Okay, now that I've kind of looked at the colors, now I kind of know. Okay, here we go. And then we've got this pattern. So you can see here, these are just really basic patterns. And they're all different colors. We've got some really great designs in them because they're going to be great backgrounds on your card fronts. This one right here is mostly white. It's got a little bit of bubble bath kind of, it looks like someone stamped it and they need to re-ink their stamp pad because it's a very light pattern. Here again is more bubble bath. And there's quite a bit of bubble bath I've seen in our colors as well. Here's some Old Olive. Here's some more Daffodil Delight. Let me see here. We're getting to the end, and then we've got this beautiful Balmy Blue. So here's all of your pack. I love this pack because it's not busy and crazy. This is like getting a full pack of B-side papers. This is what this reminds me of. This reminds me of all B-side papers, and they're going to be so easy to use. Love that one. All right, so Jessica says 12 by 12. All right. Julie has the best answer ever, whichever is more appropriate for donated cards. That is awesome. Very cool. Okay, this pack of paper that I'm going to show you next is apparently already quite popular as well. This is a really fun paper. Now, if you are into like earthy papers, you like the blues and greens, Julie, I am talking to you. I'm singing your song out there. Jess, you're probably going to love this too. Blues and greens, my girls that love it, you're going to love this one. This is called Nature Walk. So you can already see how beautiful this front page is, right? It's got some really great colors to it. The back side here, we're doing a lot with Secret Sea. I love this in color. And then we've got this really nice blue pattern here. It's very artistic, by the way. This one is a very deep, dark kind of night of navy with a little bit of light blue in it as well. This one for sure is masculine green. In my opinion, it's going to look great with your kind of your leafy canopy tree cards, maybe your hunter deer cards, your moose cards, and the like. This one, of course, everyone's favorite color. I'm just kidding. This happens to be my favorite color. I love Pretty Peacock. We've got some crumb cake in here. This paper right here, I adore. It's got the old school scripty writing on it. It's got the shades of the different browns in it, and I love paper that has written words in it that's scripty and not really meant to be read, but just kind of a background, like someone tore it out of an old book, like an antique book, and there it is right there on your project. Here's some more greens. Love this one with the varying green colors. This is more of your mossy meadow green, and again some Pretty Peacock. Can't go wrong with Pretty Peacock. And then this one has more of a sagey kind of look to it. I think this is supposed to be cloud cover. The camera looks like it maybe not picking up the color as nicely. And it's got like grid in it as well, kind of like old ship journal type paper. But there it is. And that is a really awesome pack. It's really cool paper for sure. I love this one. That one was called Nature Walk. Okay. So we're going to bring in some more specialty papers here. This one is called Pleasant Patterns. Again, 12 by 12 paper. This one is very interesting, by the way. This one only has 3 colors in it. You're getting 6 sheets, if I can get this out of here. And again, it's got that kind of glossy, waxy feel to it. This is actually Peach Pie. We have Peach Pie, Pretty in Pink, and Shy Shamrock. Those are our colors. We're getting 2 of each. So the pattern is the same. So on this one, it's kind of like almost like a small leopardy type pattern. This one has flowers. This is your Pretty in Pink. And then the last one is stripes. And I like this. I like this actually kind of Christmas present-y almost. It's bluish green. It's a pretty cool pattern paper. Very shiny and glossy. This is only meant to be used in the front. So here's the back side. It's just white on the back side. So it's really only meant to be used. It's kind of like your foil papers, like your gold foil, your silver foil. It's only meant to be on one side. Okay. Hi from the Capes. Good to see you on here. All right, we are checking out DSP. We're having a lot of fun with this. This one is called Square Snippets, and this one is also intended to be cut into little squares, kind of quilt-like. I love the quilt-like patterns as well. So if you know anyone who likes to sew, who likes to make their own projects, this reminds me of this very much, kind of patchwork quilt. These are, I think these are 3x3 squares. Yes, they are. These are 3x3 squares. You can see them here. Now, in this pack, you get you get 4 of each pattern. So you're getting 4 of the same. So this is 2 of the fronts. This is 2 of the backs. I just happened to flip them over. So you're getting 4 sheets of each. The next pattern up is similar but different, right? So these are all squares. You can see how many square choices you have. You have a lot of different choices. The back side of this one looks like this. So it's got a very small, like almost a light pink pattern in it. Okay, so again, there's 2 fronts, 2 backs. And then the last pattern, so there's only 3 patterns, front and backs in this one. These are bigger squares, and these are going to probably be your 4x4s. Yep, these are 4x4s. So your 4x4 squares. And then on the back side of those, again, you're getting 4 of each. And here's your backside pattern for those ones. So very different paper. Might not be everyone's cup of tea, but I think that cutting apart all those squares and using them is it's really going to grow on people as demonstrators start sharing different ways to use that. So, ooh, my papers are sticking. This paper right here is amazing. Now, if you like texture, you're going to like this one. This is called Natural Hues Textured Specialty Paper. It comes in cream, tan, and gold. So there are only 3 sheets. There's only 1 sheet of each, and this is the most amazing paper. It really has texture to it. It feels like the old-fashioned pressed paper. I don't know if the camera's even going to pick this up, but there's actually the pressed texture to this. So we've got cream, tan, and gold. These 3 colors right here. And it is just, it's absolutely amazing. I'm fascinated by the texture on this one. So not to be missed. A little is going to go a long way here, kids. This is going to be something you're going to kind of tuck behind. You're going to use it just a little bit of an accent on a card because it's really it's a very special paper for sure. All right, we're getting down to the end of our paper packs. Got a few more to look at. This one's called Splash of Sparkles. Does that not sound like fun? Splash of Sparkles. Again, another specialty paper. You can see the shininess here, right? This one has, look how fun. This is going to be in a scrapbook page. I mean, I would have a hard time cutting this down into cards sections, but it could be done. I'm not going to say it won't be done. Now this is the back side of that paper. So again, very fun, springy, artsy paper. Here is another one. Now this one screams happy birthday to me. This is really great birthday paper. The back side, a little bit more of the orange color here. So we've got some orange and pink. For everyone who's new to orange and pink, welcome to the club. Orange and pink, they do work well together. And then on this one, we've got, again, another really great scrapbooking page, I feel like. The back side of this one, I love it. It's got the shimmery, kind of gives you that oil slick look. I forget what, there's a word for that where you get that oil slick looking, like the purples and the different, so cool. This sheet right here, I think is really cool. And then, of course, we have a nice, just a pink sheet here as well. This one's going to get into your purples. Again, we've got that really fun, almost like iridescent-y color to it. And then we've got some nice stripes at the back. And then we've got this one. We're going to bring this in the front again so you can see all the different texture to this. It's just that foil that's in this one. And then the back side of this paper is just like this. So it is definitely a very fun paper pack. It's very springy. You see all the pinks, the purples. I told you guys when I started this one, you're going to be feeling the spring love here when we get through looking at all of these products. It's definitely a different feel from the darker colors that we're using right now, the deeper colors. We're using a lot of the neutrals. We're using a lot of reds and greens for Christmas. This is like the opposite for sure. This paper right here is called Pastels Shimmer Specialty Paper, and it comes in Bubble Bath, Lemon Lolly, and Pool Party. Now that pink, yellow, blue combination of the lightest shades and the subtles is fantastic. Now hopefully you can see the sheen on this. This is like beautiful sheen. I love it. And it is two-sided. It's the same on both sides. So this is the back side, this is the front side. It is exactly the same. So you're getting 2 sheets of each. There's your Bubble Bath. Here's your Lemon Lolly. Now this Lemon Lolly to me is a little bit darker than if you're using your ink, I feel like, which is fine, absolutely. Lemon Lolly is a very light yellow. And here's your Pool Party. So you can see here your beautiful pastel colors. And the first thing I think of when I look at these 3 colors together, of course, is like new baby colors, right? Like you're doing, you know, congratulations, new babies arrived. These are like those soft baby colors, but they're also perfect for Easter and spring. Okay, this is the last full pack of DSP that I'm going to share with you today. And this one, another one of my personal favorites, this is called Lovely Blossoms. See here again, another 12 by 12 here. And this one has very popular where you cut apart different sections. You can use them on card fronts. Just making simple, quick, and easy cards for sure. And you're getting, again, multiples of this one. So you're getting 2, actually getting 4. No, 3. Ha, I'm making this up as I go. It's like I'm playing bingo. The answer is actually 3. You get 3 of each design. This is the front, this is the back. And I just flipped them so you could see them. Now this one is one of my favorite designer series papers of the entire night. It's Cloud Cover, Old Olive White. Beautiful little pattern right here. So again, you're getting 3 of those sheets because there's this is the front, this is the back side of that one. This is what this one looks like on the back side. Then you're getting this really nice little crumb cake and white small flower pattern. 3 sheets of that, and the back side of that looks like this with Secret Sea. This is a very masculine looking pattern. Again, it reminds me of a guy's tie, a necktie, the pattern on this. I feel like every man probably has a necktie that looks just like this in his closet right now. Pretty sure. And if not, he probably needs one for Christmas. Just saying. And I'm also going to help you here with your Christmas gifts. So, you know, run out and find yourself a necktie for the guy in your life that needs a necktie. Okay, going back to paper. We've got some really great patterns here as well. And then on the back side, that Old Olive. So this is an interesting pack because it has 3 of each design. So if you are trying to make multiples of cards and you don't want to keep buying paper over and over again, you're going to get more mileage creating something over and over with more designer series paper that is exactly the same. Now I have a sticker sheet here. How cute is this? I love it. This is just a sticker sheet. This is the Love Story sticker sheet. So Stampin' Up! With their scrapbooking kits, they're selling just the sticker sheets, or they're selling the DSP with, I should say they sell it with the sticker. With the sticker, they sell a combination of DSP and stickers together for scrapbooking purposes. Now this is meant to go with that really fun 12 by 12 pack that I shared with you earlier. So you can see here the colors are perfect together. So if you're into scrapbooking, or if you just want to zhuzh up some of your cards and projects with stickers, you can purchase the DSP and the sticker sheet together, and that is what you get. Now I'm pretty sure there's only 1 sticker sheet in here, but I can't remember what the rules are. I can't remember if it's 1 or 2, so let's check it out. It is 1. There's 1 sticker sheet here. All kinds of stickers. So again, these are ones that you peel and stick. Everything comes off here and it just sticks. There's like long strips. So you could cut these strips up if you needed to. Again, there's hearts and flowers. You've got things that would work really nice on your scrapbooking sheet. And you can't go wrong. I believe there are 3 packs of stickers that 3 different sticker sheets that go with some of the DSP. Okay, we did it. We made it through the DSP. Oh my gosh. Were you guys like, are you like loving the DSP? I would love to know if you love it. Let me see. I gotta look at some comments here real quick. Hi, Anne. Anne is in Skowhegan, Maine. Fellow Mainer, welcome in. Hi, Melissa. Holographic. That's it. You guys are awesome. Thank you. And Jess says she loved the nature paper. I love when I get to know you guys so well that I feel like I know what you're going to love. That makes me like super excited. It's like we're besties, and I'm going to take you shopping. I'm going to tell you exactly what you want to buy because you're going to love it. Okay. We're going to move on to some other fun things here. Let's do some ephemera. Let's talk about the ephemera next. I think there's 3 of them. There's 3 different packs of ephemera in the spring book, and they're all completely different from one another. I already have my favorite, but I'm gonna see what you guys are loving too. We have beautifully adorned ephemera, which is all gonna be kind of white and gold. It's really there's vellum here, I should say. This is kind of vellum and gold. Now these all pop out very easily. So you can see here kind of like there's a vellum tag. You could, there's a little hole in here too. There's like right there at the top. So you could layer that with some cardstock. There's more tags, there's flowers, there's leaves. So you're getting a couple of sheets of each of these patterns that are in here. And then this is the last one. You've got some really nice ovals and things that you're gonna be able to use on your card fronts. Very elegant for sure. So we're going to call this one Vellum and Gold. So as you're voting for your favorite, we've got Vellum and Gold. We have the Easter Time ephemera pack. Oh my gosh, this one is so stinking cute. I'm just saying that right now. Look at the cute bunny. I love the bunny. Watering can, Easter egg, flowers, reeds, all the good stuff. There are 2 of each of these. I'm trying to not like separate them too much because then they're going to fall apart. Sometimes the ephemera just melts away, right? You don't even have to work on getting these out. Again, another purple watering can, flowers, lots of springy things. Check out this bunny. I love the bunnies. They're so sweet. So you're getting 6 sheets to each of these designs. Super cute. Like this one. Okay, I'm going to say this one's my favorite. Easter Time. And then we have this one called Unforgettable Time. So this one's going to be all sentiments, if you will, right? So sentiment pack here of ephemera. Just going to try to get these out of here. Nice bright colors, nice and bold. We've got Unforgettable, Happy Day, Hooray, Love, Time Together, You and Me. We've got Our Story. So these are going to be great, again, scrapbooking, but you can incorporate them into some of your cards. We've got Family Fun, Good Times. We've got Capturing Good Times, Sweet Dreams, Everyday Life. I'm trying to read these kind of sideways a little bit. And then we've got some gold ones as well. We've got Celebrate, Love This, Heartfelt, Cherish Forever, and Grateful. So this one has kind of a combination of sentiments. So I would love to know in the comments, are you all about the Vellum and Gold, the Easter Time, or the sentiments? Which of these is your favorite ephemera pack? I'm going to go out on a limb and say that most people are going to go with the Easter Bunny, like me, and that this one will probably be the most popular. This one will probably be this. I would say these 2 are going to be the most popular. I'm just thinking that's probably how that's going to work. So those are a look at the ephemera packs. Let me set those aside. Let's check out this together. I haven't even opened this one yet. This one is Covered in Flowers Accents. This is a very delicate looking situation, and I did not open it earlier. I've opened quite a few of my things today just to get ready for this live so that I wouldn't be fumbling with my scissors all night long and trying to pull things out of packaging. Now this is long, by the way. This is a foot long right here. And I can already tell, you can see here, they're just popping off of the page. Here's a couple right here, and I mean more than one. I feel like it's more than one. Is that just one? Oh, it is just one, but it's thick. Interesting. I thought there was 2 sheets here. Let's read. Yes, 1. Quantity is 1. And these are, but they're thicker. They're not quite like the wood accents. Does anyone remember the wood accents? They were kind of like thin balsa wood that Stampin' Up had for a while. They went through this phase where they had like wood type things. This is definitely more papery. I feel like this is going to be really cool to watercolor. Maybe even use your blends on. So they're all obviously white, as you can see. And it's like having instant die cuts. And man, these things are just melting off the page, but they're thick. I thought there was 2 here stuck together, so it's almost like a thick cardstock. But that's really interesting. I had no idea. I learned that with you today. Thanks for hanging out with me while we learned stuff together. All right, so that's an interesting product that's coming up in the spring catalog. Let's look at this fun one. These are called Hearts Gusseted Treat Bags. Now you're getting 16 in here. That's a lot. Like normally 10, 12 is like their max, but these are gusseted bags. So you can see here it's got the creases right in here. I'm putting my hand in so you can kind of see what you can get in here. There's little score lines right here, and then you'll fold them down, and these are your basic little bender type fasteners. So you'll be able to open that easily, close it easily, and put some really cute things in here. Now, off the top of my head, and I'm just spitballing here because like I haven't really thought about this too much, but I feel like this could be a really awesome envelope for those long skinny cards, and there's a word for it and I can't even think of it right now because I just thought about this right this second. I didn't pre-plan any of this. These are just my natural comments, but there's those long skinny cards where you have to put them in a business size envelope. Slimline, I think they're called. Slimline. Is anybody with me out there? Slimline cards? Has anyone made a slimline card? It's been a while since I've made one. So normally you're buying a business size envelope to put your slimline card in. I bet you your slimline cards, you could work that out. This could be your envelope for a slimline card. I'm going to have to think about that. So I can see people are probably going to be cutting these up and using them on projects much more cleverly than just a plain old gusseted bag, but they are really cute. The little heart pattern is on front and back. And again, 16, 1/6. That's a lot for one package. Oh, I'm looking at your slimline. Thanks, Lynn. You're awesome. Melissa says she likes the gold. Jess likes the vellum gold. Okay, so the vellum and gold. Julie likes the Easter Bunny. Yes, I like that one too. Thank you guys for voting. I love when you guys vote, hanging out with me and let me know what you think is awesome. Now, I got to know how you feel about puffy stickers. Now, I already know Tammy's out there going, ew, no. Tammy and I have discussed puffy stickers, and it's just very reminiscent of like the 80s stickers and things like that. So Stampin' Up is coming out with these like puffy stickers. They're probably harder to see here in the glare. Now, first of all, besides the fact that they're puffy stickers, I love the spring colors. They look really delicious to me. We're going to take a look at this one first. This is called Beach Boardwalk Puffy Stickers, and if you checked out the designer series paper, you already know that there's a whole stack of 12 by 12 DSP all about Beach Boardwalk, and I had the carousel and some balloons, had some tickets in it. So these are puffy stickers. So they're kind of thick and they're squishy. I think the good thing about puffy stickers is, unlike an embellishment, they're not going to pierce through your envelope in the mail. Yes, it's going to add a little bit of a bump, but it's also soft and squishy. So they are kind of interesting. I like that some of these look like kind of candy dots too, by the way. Okay, this one is my favorite. This is Softest Spring Mix, and I'd love to know, do you like the Boardwalk or the Soft Spring Mix better? Let's check out the Soft Spring Mix. I'm just looking to see if there's any more. I wonder if you could make hearts like snowflakes that you could hang. Oh, that's a really good idea, Julie. I like that idea. I love that you guys give me some awesome ideas too. All right, this one is called, once again, Softest Spring Mix. Now this one, I really love the colors here. So you can see here a lot of birds, flowers, wreaths, hearts, flowers. This one is my favorite, some butterflies. Love this spring mix. And again, they're just kind of soft and squishy. So they're not like plastic stickers. They're like foam, almost kind of foamy. But they are definitely, I don't know if it's a fad or what, but here we go. We've got 2 packs in this spring catalog coming up. So we've got the Boardwalk, the Beach Boardwalk, and we've got the spring, Softest Spring. And I'm voting for Softest Spring right here. So let's see. Tammy's like, yep, not a fan of the puffy stickers. That's okay. I get it. Like, we're not destined to love everything, and that's a good thing, because at some point you have to say no to some products, right? We only have so much room in the craft room. All right, let's take a look at Memories and More. Days Like This Memories and More card pack. Again, we're talking really springy things for sure. Now these are awesome if you're doing some quick and easy cards, some memory making. You're getting an assortment here, and the cards are, I believe these are 3x4. 3x4. So you're getting a whole bunch of the 3x4. They are double-sided, by the way. So some of them are perfect for memory making. Oh my gosh, I'm trying to flip some over and it's really hard. All good things, all good things. Some butterflies, lots of laughter over here. You know, fronts and backs. Oh, I love this one with the frame one, just a little butterfly. They're meant to be tucked in with like your own handwriting, maybe. So you can just kind of note in your scrapbooks. This one has just kind of plain butterfly right there. Days Like This. This one has lines that you can write on. I typically will use these on card fronts. You know, can mat them with some cardstock. So hopefully you're getting kind of a vibe here of the colors that are in this. And then you get some bigger ones as well. These ones I believe are 4x6. Yes, that is correct. These are 4x6s. Love this one. And of course you can cut this down as well. This could be 2 3x4s. It could be the same size as this one, but 2 of them. Okay, and then the back we've got some kind of graph there. We've got some lined ones here. This one reminds me of a recipe card. Oh, this one reminds me of a recipe card. Why, we could make recipe cards with these. Like, cool thoughts. Cool thoughts, yes. These are almost like index cards, right? And then we've got, some of them have some filled with happiness on the back here. Yellow, we've got some butterflies. I'm just loving the light and bright patterns here. Unlike DSP, these are a little bit thicker. But they're not quite cardstock. So it's more in line with your, I feel like it's even thicker than the two-tone cardstock. But those are what Memories of More look like if you've never seen them before. And I feel like Stampin' Up! Has them like all the time. Can we have an ooh and ah for a moment over the new washi tape? So again, another roll of washi tape. If you recall, we have in the annual catalog this roll right here. And this one has the repeating pattern of purple and, oh goodness, I think it's purple and pink. It's been a while. I did a whole card class on this. Purple and pink. My washi tape is not being very happy right now. All right, so this one's in the annual catalog. Very popular. It was out of stock for so long. Yeah, so you can see here as I'm unrolling it, we've got purple and pink flowers. It's a repeating pattern of the 2 colors. I'm going to do my best here to roll this back up a little bit. Again, it's washi tape, so it's something that you can manipulate, you know, restick, continue to use. So now we have a new washi tape and a whole new bundle that goes with it. So again, dies that will cut out some of your washi tape imagery. And this one is all about leaves and green. So I'm going to just kind of unroll some of this here so you can see it. So you'll have some different leaves here that you'll be able to die cut out. Nice and leafy and fun. So more washi tape. I'm really excited about that. I love that they're kind of coming out with this. And this is 3.5 inches wide. Of course, you can chop it up and use it however you want, but washi tape. So excited about the washi tape. Let's check out these little fun things. These are loose Valentine's assortment. And when I played with these, because I did check them out, what surprised me about this, it almost looks like we're going to make some sugar cookies, and these are our sprinkles. This is what this reminded me of. There's some hearts in here. There are actual like little sprinkles in here. Let's see if I can spread some of these out. There's like little envelopes with teeny tiny hearts on them. These little black looking lined ones are like envelopes with a heart. But there's also like little things in here that look like the little jimmies, which is so cool. They look like the Jimmy sprinkles to me. I call them sprinkles. I know some people call them jimmies. But what's interesting about these is this is not plastic. This is not hard. These are like rubber. These are like squishy feeling. So it's also a texture thing, but these are going to be great for shaker cards, obviously, right? Or just throw them in some envelopes and let people open them and have a surprise when they get your card. Loose Valentine assortment. It is a really fun assortment. This is way better than some of the other sprinkles and things that they've had out in a bit. So let's take a look at some embellishments next. We've got all kinds of them. This one is called Pearlized Faceted Circles. So you've got kind of some clips of coral petal pink. They're very shiny. Love these ones. These ones are definitely a little bit more bumpy. I should start like a bump factor, like 1 through 5. How bumpy are your embellishments? Because I know that's for some of you, it's a really big deal to not have bumpy embellishments for mailing. This one is called Moody Palette Glossy Dots. We've got Secret Sea, Old Olive, Balmy Blue, and I think there's white in here too. These are flatter for sure. These are not very bumpy. These are going to be great for the mailing. This one, oh my goodness, I'm picking up 2 at a time. This one here is called Sparkle Dots Essentials. Again, we've got kind of a peacock. I'm going to go with a dark granny here for this one. Maybe garden. This one definitely looks like fresh freesia. And this one we might have to actually open. Sometimes I try not to open them and pull them out because then I forget to put them back and then they get all mixed up. I'm going to call this maybe flirty. This might be a kind of a more of a flirty pink. Could be pretty in pink. But there is definitely a sparkly shine to them. These are also flat. So there's a nice mailing factor here to those ones as well. All right, we're going to actually put these away and put those back in their little packet. Now this, oh my gosh, these are adorable. Easter assortment. Okay, now we got to open this one too. Easter assortment. Let's see, we have spring mix. Oh my gosh, a spring mix. Yeah, Lynn, that would be awesome, the spring mix. This one is Easter assortment. So this is interesting because there's little yellow dots, little blue dots, and these are kind of hard, plasticky feeling. They're not super raised, but these little ones down here are pink gingham eggs. They're like egg shaped and they're pink gingham. And those are super cute. I'm going to say bubble bath or pretty in pink, balmy blue, and lemon lolly. So this is probably going to go really nicely with that shiny spring mix paper that we saw earlier. Okay. I'm going to pop these back in here too. And we have a couple more to look at. This one is called Faux Bronze Pentagons. Looks like we've got a couple of sizes here, and they are definitely pentagon shaped. They're bronzy. They're like your masculine type of an embellishment. So it's going to be good on your die cards. These are heavy, by the way. Compared to all the other ones, this pack is like a heavier pack. So again, a little bit more weight to it. Okay, I guess I did save the best for last. I didn't do this on purpose, but this is the best for last. This one's called Ladybug Garden Epoxy Shapes. Let's let that sink in one more time. I'm going to say it one more time. Ladybug Garden Epoxy Shapes. I fully think that this is going to be the peppermint dots of 2024. Check out how cute are these little ladybugs. I'm trying to see if I can get them in the camera light well. I don't know. It's kind of like there's a lot of glare there. These are little ladybug shaped enamel, like epoxy, so they're like shiny and they are pretty flat. And then these little clear ones, they're all like clear, so it's hard to see them. These ones are meant to be raindrops on the leaves. So you've got your little ladybugs and then you've got little raindrops or dewdrops for your leaves. Super, super cute. And I know that these are going to be so stinking popular. So we're going to try to get hold of a whole bunch of these at the very beginning of the sales period before they go out of stock for the next 6 months. Because I feel like those little ladybugs are going to be so popular. All right, so that is a look at the embellishments, new embellishments. And I always love embellishments. I mean, it's just so much fun. Now, speaking of spring and fun, check out these ribbons. This makes me happy to look at all these beautiful rolls of ribbon and the colors of them. Oh my goodness. And they're all different. So let's review here. This is Bubble Bath for sure. And this is a very narrow ribbon, which I think is really easy to work with. It's like when you're working with twine, so easy. And narrower ribbon, of course, less bulk on your card when you're making a little bow. And it's just delicate and cute. And of course in pink, right? So this is a nice ribbon. I love this one. So pretty. Okay, there's that one. This one, oh my gosh. If you like gingham, then you're going to love this. This is Balmy Blue Gingham. And again, it's kind of a thinner ribbon. So it's not super bulky. And we're just going to make some bunny ears here. We're going to give it the bow test. A live bow testing. Why not, right? And see how this works for us. Oh yeah, this one works nicely too. I'm making kind of bigger bows, but this one is also not super bulky. Loving it. This is a gingham ribbon. This is Balmy Blue, and it's called Gingham Ribbon. Oh my gosh, isn't it awesome when they actually name something that makes sense? Like, I would call this Balmy Blue Gingham Ribbon, and then they did. It's not some oddball name. Okay, check this one out. This one is really cool, and I think it's going to be very popular as well. First of all, it's Old Olive, and it is a specialty rickrack. So again, do you remember when I showed you all those DSP packs that had like 3x3 squares, 4x4 squares? And I said, if you quilt, if you work with fabrics, this is kind of along the same avenue here. Rickrack, something that back in the day everyone added onto their sewn projects. Now this is a soft, it's definitely soft, which is really nice. It's not harsh. Sometimes the ribbons are so rough and they're so like firm. They're not bendable or pliable. It's hard to work with them. This is going to look gorgeous wrapped, of course, too. I don't know if I would necessarily make a bow out of it. I guess you could if you wanted to, but it's going to be kind of a little bit different. I don't know. I don't think I would make a bow out of this. I feel like this is something that I would wrap. I have noticed that the ends fray a little bit on this one. This is going to be a fraying type ribbon, but it is so cute. So I feel like if you wrap the ends behind your cardstock layers, one of my favorite things to do, you're not going to notice the fraying of the ends. Here we go into Secret C. Now this is got like a sheer texture here in the middle of it. It's got kind of the outer ribbon, which is really awesome. I don't know if I have the ability to grab stuff everywhere. Secret C. This is the in color Secret C ribbon. So I just wanted to show you, this one's kind of more of a, they call this one a faux linen, right? So you can see here, hopefully you can see here, there's like a little bit of a difference here in the two ribbons. So this one is in the annual catalog, faux linen. This is more of a sheer, but Secret C, really great. It's not quite black, not quite Night of Navy. Loving this one. This is a really nice ribbon here as well. I'm pretty sure this is going to make some really nice bows too, just because it's got, the inside of it is sheer. So it takes away some of the bulk immediately. And my bunny ears just totally fell apart on me. Let's try one more time. Just kind of a quick bunny ear bow. If we can get that in there, that'd be great. Yeah, this is going to be a nice bow ribbon. Okay, we got a couple more ribbons to look at. This one here is called Gold White, and that's what's on the front, gold and white ribbon. Fancy, very fancy. I like it. So it's got some gold metallic in it. To me, it looks a little bit more like vanilla or beige, which is interesting that they called that white. Again, it is a softer ribbon, so that's kind of nice too. I like a soft ribbon. This is going to be, we're doing the bow challenge. I had no idea. I didn't plan to do this like live. I never know what I'm going to do sometimes. Things just occur. You just never know what you're going to watch me do. Okay, so yes, you can make bows with this one too. I like the gold in there. I like a nice neutral ribbon. Because if you're doing something right now with cherry cobbler, let's say you're in the spring, you're using cherry cobbler and you're like, well, what ribbon am I going to use on a card? This is going to be your go-to ribbon. It's going to go with all of your reds, your purples, your, all the oddball colors that aren't pink, blue, and green. So this is going to cover everything else because it's a nice neutral ribbon. And this is going to be your favorite ribbon because it's cloud cover. Like, what's not to love about cloud cover? This is cloud cover, and on the back side it says it is a textured ribbon. And this one is a little bit wider. This is the widest. It's got a little bit of a sheen to it. It is really pretty though. I do like this one as well, only because, oh man, I love this color. Cloud cover friends, this is your time to say yes, cloud cover is the best. I do love cloud cover. Oh, and this is a nice bow making ribbon as well. Ooh, that's very pretty. Look at that. That's gonna make a nice bow, and it's not super thick either. Like, it's obviously thicker than the other ones because it's bigger, but it's not horribly like heavy. So there we go. Those are all the ribbons, and these ribbons just make me happy because they're pretty and soft and springy looking. I love them. All right, let us go on to some embossing folders, and I haven't been paying attention to your comments, so let me see if Julie's oohing and eyeing over there. That's awesome. All right, I see. Okay, Jess says she's also not a fan of puffy stickers. But that's okay. Absolutely okay. I mean, you just never know what people are going to like. Let's talk about our embossing folders. There are 4 new embossing folders. 3 of them are 6x6, and one of them is the basic, what is this, like 4.5 by 6-ish, right? Let's see, we could do 4.5 by 6.5, right? Okay, so this one is called Stone and Vine. We're going to start with a smaller one here, Stone and Vine. So it's got kind of like as if you were looking down at a cobblestone pathway, but there's maybe some ivy that's crept into it. So this is going to be really awesome for kind of your nature cards. Really like this one. This is a thick 3D embossing folder. It uses the gray plate. This one is called Hearts of Love 3D embossing folder. So just as, actually you can probably see it better here. So this cute little kind of like almost a rainbow pattern or a scalloped pattern, and then hearts right in the middle. And all these little lines are tiny hearts. So there's lots of hearts, really cute 3D embossing folder here. Your 6x, I call this 6x6. It's probably like, oh, it says 6x6 1/4, technically. This one is called Lovely Stripes. This one, as implied, all stripes. Now there are some thicker lines and then there's some narrow lines, almost like stitching. So there's a lot to this one. It's gonna be great for your masculine cards for sure. Kind of all purpose. Now this one, these ones are the 3Ds. This one is not a 3D. This is the only one that's the oddball that you put in with your base plate and your 2 clear plates. This does not use the gray plate. That is the 3D embossing plate. So this one is called All in a Row, and it's very, it's got patterns in it. They're kind of, I don't want to say checkered patterns. They're kind of almost like a gingham, but I'm not quite sure. Basket weave. That's where I'm going with. I'm going with basket weave. This is kind of like a basket weave pattern. So you've got like flowers and you've got stripes and you've got dots. And they intermix perfectly in a geometrical shape. And they give you all in a row embossing. So it's going to be great to go with your rickrack ribbon, your DSP that has all those little squares of quilting and or just really anything with flowers. I feel like this is a little bit more feminine because it has the nice little flowers in it. So as we're look at your newest embossing folder craze, I love embossing folders. I have to have all of them all the time. And I typically keep them all. Like I have so many retired embossing folders because I cannot part with embossing folders or punches ever. Ever. All right, you guys having fun so far? I don't even know what time it is. It is a little after 9. We're going to go over, I have a few bundles here. Now, some of them I got as suites, some of them I got as bundles. And then I'm going to go over my Black Friday specials because Black Friday starts tomorrow. Now, I want you to note that the only punch in the entire spring mix is this one right here. And if you're looking at what's on my desk, it says Woolly Friends. And if you're looking at this as well, you're like, what is this? I'm going to put this up, but it's probably going to be super shiny. So let me grab out my little, I did a punch here. So I'm going to cover this up real quickly with my white punch pieces just to show you what you punch out when you punch this one. So this is a builder punch. It's designed to create something that you build as you assemble, right? Some assembly required to this cute little sheep. It's basically a sheep. And the imagery here is so stinking cute. You've got your sheep with the legs kind of splayed and your sheep with the legs straight up and down. And you can do some 2-step stamping, so you can make different color sheep if you want to. This is the head. Now the head is designed to go on the sheep however you want it to. It can be like facing this way, it can be straight up and down, and that's the beauty of it. So you can kind of tilt the head a little bit if you want to. He can be kind of facing out this way. This gives the sheep an attitude, and I love the sheep with the attitude. Super cute. Now, there are some cute little tulips here, 2-step stamping. There's no dies. This is just a punch. So this is something that you would, I don't recommend fussy cutting these. They're kind of tiny, but you can create a nice little background pattern to put your sheep over top of. And then the sheep can either wear a bow or a bell. There's a cute little butterfly here. And then you make me happy. Welcome, cutie. Sending flowers and sunshine. You're simply fabulous. I love the puns, by the way. Okay, so this is all about the little sheep. Now, I was playing with this earlier and I was like, okay, so this is like, why is the sheep, this looks weird to me. Like this has like, this is where his feet would go. So down here is where his feet would be. But I was trying to figure out like, if you were just to punch this, now this one is intended to be the bell and this one is supposed to be the bow. But what if, I played with this for a second, what if you just kind of put your sheep like this and you put the head on over here and you turn these into his feet? You almost have like a shaped sheep with some feet, some like little hoofs down here and his little head right here. I don't know if you can see that on my desk or not, but you can almost get away with just getting the punch and then, drawing in his eyes and, nose, mouth, whatever you wanted to do, and then color him, sponge him, put him in different colors. So I was kind of playing with that just for a second. But this punch right here is the only punch that comes in the new spring mix here. So one punch is it. And I'm like, I love punches. So I was kind of disappointed really that there's only one punch. The rest of it, of course, is going to be dies that have I should say stamp sets, they have dies. So we're going to kind of look at a few of these together. I don't think I need these on my desk anymore. Let's move those away. This one is called Lovely Arrangements. So in case this is your first time seeing the new packaging, taller, same size for the dies as the stamps. This one is the stamp set. The stamp set's going to have the name up here. And then the dies are going to say Stampin' Cut and Emboss Dies, and then it's going to have the name of the stamp set over here. But what I love about this is that the dies have imagery on the case, so that if you're just looking through, you kind of know what's in here already. So it has some really great background dies, which this is what attracted me to this bundle. First of all, is these backgrounds, of course, leaves and things. I love the leaves and flowers. This one has a nice sentiment piece. A couple of them actually are an oval and then a very skinny little rectangle. It's going to work really well with these images over here. And I am typically the person that will put this back in the same packaging. I know some people are combining them into like one package, but I'm going to put this in here. But I'm also going to put my dies on magnet sheets like I normally do, and I'm also going to have them facing out, just out of habit, so that if I'm looking at it either way, I can look at this picture, or I can flip it over and look at the dies if I want to. But that's called Lovely Arrangements. And of course, it's springtime, so it's really all about the flowers. This one's called Simply Beautiful. So we've got our stamp set over here. We've got our dies over here. So we've got a really big flower here. This is very similar to some of the designer series paper. We've got Wedding Wishes, Holding You in My Heart. I love that one. Thinking of You, To the Happy Couple, and then it does a little to from here as well. These are the Simply Beautiful dies. And what's really nice about this packaging is so much easier to open. Now check out, I had heard a rumor that these were huge, and they sure are. This is the size of the flower. So even though the package makes you think that it's this big, it's actually a little bit bigger. Now Stampin' Up! Has been doing this, I don't know if it said on here, if it was shown at a different size, but Stampin' Up! Has been trying to create the images on their stamps not true to size to help combat all the fraud, all the copycatting, because these are trademarked to Stampin' Up. Other companies will take the images and create very cheap versions of the same stamp set. So if the imagery is smaller, then it's harder for people to copy it and make the same item, because apparently the fraudsters can't figure out how to increase the size by 0.5% or what have you. So this is the size of your die, so it's very big. This is meant to be used together to create some really fantastic flowers. So I'm really excited to be using this one. I can't wait to dive into this one a little bit more. But I wanted to share with you, so some of the packages with the stamps are going to be bigger, and some of them are going to be smaller. It's really going to depend on what is inside each one, but they are now designed just to be the same size no matter what, so that they all work beautifully together as you're finding out ways to store them. Now this one is called Endless Love, Valentine's Day alert, right? So we've got our stamps here. I haven't looked at these yet, but this is the first time I'm pulling them up, even to look at them. Okay, so this one has all kinds of Valentine stamps. We've got the hearts, of course, all of your popular things like Sending You Love, Happy Valentine's Day, Today and Always, Hugs and Kisses. There's another to from here as well. And then the dies. I'm most curious about the dies, because there's nothing like heart dies to be used in so many ways besides just Valentine's Day hearts. So I wanted to check them out. This one has some nice stitching in it. The arrows here are really cute. Okay, this one is like almost like a tag. So we're going to be able to make like a tag with that one. Okay, just checking it out. So that's Endless Love, because there's usually typically a Valentine's Day stamp and die set. This one's called Beautifully Celebrated. The reason I wanted this one is because of the nesting dies over here. I love nesting dies. As soon as any set that I see that has nesting dies, I'm going to use, you've seen me, I use branching out on everything. I use stylish shapes on everything. Spotlight on Nature. I mean, like, you name all of the popular dies, and I'm like, any card, I'm like switching them up. Of course, the greens and the flowers, love that. This Calls for Celebration is very big. It's only going to work on a landscape card because of the length of it here. I'm just looking at this. A Day to Remember. Really nice. Beautiful. Love it. Okay, now let's check out the nesting dies together, because this is what excites me about this set. And I am not disappointed at all. Whoops, I am disappointed that the tape is stuck here. Ripped my paper a little bit, but oh my goodness, look at how fantastic are these. I love them. And this is some really cute corner dies, right? A corner die, is this one die? I got to know. It is, it's one die. It looks like it's going to die cut into two shapes for corners, and it's very intricate as well. Loving that. Okay, but mostly I'm in here. I'm in this one for the nesting dies. Raise your hand, let me know, do you love the nesting dies? So nesting means similar sizes. You can cut two. One can be a color of cardstock, one can be white, one could be designer scissors paper, cardstock. You can stamp on one and then have something behind it. I love the nesting dies. I'm all about it. That's my favorite thing so far, besides the sheep. Because, you know, the sheep. I had to get the sheep with the punch. This one is called Greenery Lane, and if you remember earlier, I talked about the washi tape. So here's your washi tape. This is the stamp set and dies that will, so the dies will die cut some of this. Now this is not like the first set of washi tape where there was one large die that die cut everything at the same time. These are going to be individual dies, which also work with the different stamped images. And so when you pull out your washi tape to use it, you're going to be pulling out whichever die you want that's going to die cut the image here on your washi tape, if that's what you'd like to do. But anything with green, this one right here is probably going to be my favorite. I'm going to stick that behind everything. I love to add those into my projects. So that's Greenery Lane. And that is my pre-order peek. That's what I got so far. I mean, there's a lot of product. And I can't buy it all at once. My goodness, I'd go broke. But the catalog, so fantastic, right? So we love the catalog. Lots of things in it. I've shown you a few things. I've shown you a few things that were in the January online exclusives as well. So if you haven't seen it in the catalog yet and you have a catalog already, you're like, wait, what was that? January online exclusives premiere the same time the January mini catalog premieres, which is early in January. I believe it is the 6th. Well, not quite as early as we want it to be, but January 6th is when you can start ordering from this. I can't open this catalog online until that date, but I will be putting some catalogs together for everybody. So let's talk a little bit about Black Friday specials, because unless you're a demonstrator, you can't order the things that I just shared with you tonight. I just want to kind of give you a sneak peek of the good stuff that's coming. So Black Friday specials. This is my week, this whole week, Black Friday fun stuff. So Stampin' Up! Is doing these things over here. Starting tomorrow through December 1st, 15% off select cardstock, 25% off select adhesive, 40% off Stampin' Blends, 40% off the paper trimmer. Let's go back to Stampin' Blends. Oh my gosh, these are like probably the most popular item because we use them quite a bit when we're coloring, and they do dry out, and then you have to get a whole new set. So Stampin' Blends, 40% off. That's huge. 40% off paper trimmer and blades, and then 40% off ink bundles, not individual, but bundles. So your ink refill bundle of neutrals, subtles, regals, brights, your ink bundles, again, your ink pads collections, 40% off. That's a really good deal. So if you are a demonstrator, you also get your demonstrator discount. So consider, like, I mean, that's a banging deal for us. Okay, so that's Stampin' Up's Black Friday specials. Now I'm also offering specials this week. So November 25th through 30th, this ends on Sunday. When you order $75 online with me, you're going to get a gift for free. And I'm going to give you a Spring 2026 new product sampler with 5 handmade cards. And you may be wondering, what exactly does that mean? $75 order, and this is after your coupons and before shipping and tax. So you have to spend $75 with me to get this offer. So you're going to get 5 random handmade cards. So here's an example of what I just grabbed. 5 handmade cards. So you've seen me make cards. I put a lot of layers, a lot of details in them. You're going to get 5 random cards. The envelopes are not coming to you, but this is kind of a pretend this is your 5 random cards, okay? So you're going to get 5 fabulous cards. And then you're also going to get this cute little Spring 2026 new product sampler. So you're getting a gusseted bag. These are all the things we just looked at together. So if you're paying attention, I have a whole list here of what's in this. Okay, you're getting this for me. 4 pieces of cardstock that's embossed with new folders. And these are just samples, so they're not full-size, big, honking things of all kinds of stuff. These are like your samplers. This is a sampler pack. but you are going to get a gusseted bag, so you can check that out, right? So inside your gusseted bag, you're going to get a little shaker bag full of your Valentine mix, enough to make a shaker card. So you're going to be able to touch these and feel those. This is so cool. You're going to get a couple of random puffy stickers from each set. So this was our spring mix. This was the carnival, the beach boardwalk one. Here is your 4 pieces of embossed cardstock. So here's your stripes, your hearts, your cobblestone, and then the basket weave. I can't think of what that was called right now. We went through these though. So I'm just sending you some samples so you can check them out, you know, see what you think. This is 12 inches of each ribbon that I shared with you. So there were 6 different ribbons. So I'm going to come to you all bagged up. You're going to get 12 inches of ribbon. So you have enough for a nice bow on a card. You're going to get some memories and more. I've got some big pieces there. And then I threw everything else into this little packet because I like to kind of keep it contained. So you're going to get some ephemera. You're going to get a piece of ephemera from each of the ephemera packs that I shared with you. You're going to get 12 3x4 pieces of new DSP. So you can see like some of these things we went through already, right? The bugs and all the good stuff here. There's some more memories and more cards. This is washi tape. And this is a piece of washi tape on white cardstock. So you're going to be able to pull that off if you want to. You can use it on the white cardstock. You can fussy cut that if you want to. So you're basically getting all of these pieces in your bag. So it's the 4 pieces of embossed cardstock, 12 assorted pieces of DSP, loose Valentine assortment, the new washi tape on white cardstock, 12-inch pieces of ribbon, which there's 6 of those, puffy sticker samples, ephemera samples, samples of memory and more cards, and the treat bag, and the 5 handmade cards. Now, this will vary. Some of these will be the same. Like everyone's getting the same ribbons because, like, you know, everyone's getting the same embossed piece. Your cards will vary. Your DSP samples may vary as well. But that is your spring sampler with your $75 order. So that's what that looks like. In case you're wondering, like, wow, I want to order something fun this week, but what is Julie going to send me when I like place a nice order with her? Okay, now I also have a couple of other things for my Black Friday specials. So if you're ordering with me, and you are ordering on Friday and Saturday, and you want to get any kits. So you order a kit in my online store, I'm going to see what you've ordered, and then I'm going to BOGO your kit by mailing you a free kit from my stash or collection. Now, the free kit may be something that's retired because I have lots of kits on hand, but I am going to send you something of equal or lesser or similar value. So you can get an extra kit. Now, I'm going to see what you're ordering for kits so that I know what you like for kits, because there is a lot of types of kits. So if you order a flower kit, you might get a different flower kit from me. I'm not going to send you a kid kit if you're ordering a masculine kit. So I'm going to kind of take a check at your list, see how many kits you've ordered. If you order 4 kits, you're getting 4 free kits from me. I'm sending them to you in the mail for free, and that's Friday and Saturday only. Now you can combine these 2 offers. So if your kits and the rest of your order total $75, you're getting free kits and the spring mix. So this is going to be a really great week to spend some money and have some fun and get some good stuff. Now, if you are a demonstrator and you don't want to order from me because you can get your own discount, I totally understand that, but you want to get something from me just the same, I have 2 flat offers as well. And it's basically you can purchase 25 assorted handmade cards from me for $50. That comes out to $2 a card, you guys. Now, I'm not including envelopes. They're going to be assorted cards, a lot of cards on stock. They're not going to have inserts in them typically. So you're going to just be getting 25 assorted cards. I will typically sell my cards for $5. If I'm at a vendor craft fair, someone wants to buy a card from me, I ask for $5 per card. That's a pretty, I mean, there's a lot here to it as well, but for me to hand out 25 cards for $50, you're getting them for $2 a card. So if you want to get 25 of my assorted cards for ideas to use to send out to resell at your own craft fair that you can make a profit on, you can go for it. And then if you want to get an adhesive kit, I have the cutest adhesive kits ever. So let's talk about the adhesive kit real quick. The adhesive kit is a lot of fun. The adhesive kit will ship to you the first week in December because I'm still working on it a little bit. But what I've got here is a new bag for my adhesive kit. This has a handle on it, so it's going to make it so easy to haul this around, whether you're going to a stamping event or you want to just organize at home. So you're getting this bag, you're getting everything that's in this bag. And I'm going to talk to you a little bit about what's in this bag. You're also going to get a larger size version of this cute bag because I purchased the wrong size, but this is going to be over top of your bag, this cute little gift bag. And then it's also going to be topped with a nutcracker tag, and the nutcracker tag is going to vary. So this is meant for great Christmas gifting. So I've got the 4 different nutcracker tags here from the nutcracker kit. I've done them up. So you're going to get an assorted nutcracker tag with this cute little bag right here, and then it's going to hold this bag right here, which holds all of your adhesive. So you may be wondering, what is in my adhesive bag? You're getting a Stampin' Seal, you're getting a green glue, you are getting dimensionals, you're getting tear and tape. These are my favorite things, by the way. These are my personal favorite. Everyone makes up their own adhesive kit. If you see adhesive kits sold by other demonstrators, we are all in charge of choosing the products that we want to put into our kits. So we've got mini glue dots. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's the Stampin' Up products. And then I'm throwing in a rubber adhesive remover. Love these things. I'm throwing in a little bottle, a fine tip bottle that you can actually put your liquid glue in to, and it's got this cute little topper here that's going to keep that from drying out in case you have tiny little things that you want to glue. And then I've got a 6-inch ruler. These are going to be different colors, so your ruler is going to vary depending on which color comes in your kit. Now, all of these things that I just showed you fit into this kit right here. So this kit has all of those things in it. They're all tucked into here. They fit really nicely. So if you're looking for an adhesive kit to gift someone for Christmas or to keep for yourself because it's so awesome, $42 picked up. So if you're local to me and you want to get one, $42 gets you this cute kit with all the packaging and the tag. And then this is $50 shipped. So if you want to receive one from somewhere besides local to me in Maine, then you can ask for the shipped kit as well. Okay, so there we go. And I will be sharing a link to sign up for the adhesive kit and the handmade cards. This starts today. Basically, I said November 25th, but technically, if you want to jump ahead of the sale, which starts tomorrow, you can. I'm going to honor these from today through next Sunday. So if you're interested in any of those, just let me know if you have questions on them. So your $75 order through Sunday gets you your spring sampler. It gets you 5 cards, and these are going to be random cards. Everyone's going to have different ones because I have lots of them to go through in my craft room. And then the BOGO for the kits is Friday and Saturday only. So just let me know if you need help picking items out, and if you're interested in the cards or the adhesive kit, let me know. There's some really awesome things. So thanks for hanging out with me and checking out the spring mini catalog box reveal, and then also checking out my Black Friday week specials. And I'm saying week specials because it really goes through end of day Sunday. It's not just for Black Friday. It's just not, lots of things going on there as well. Okay, so let's see if I can figure out how to go back over here and do that. Okay, there we go. All right, so I'm just looking at comments here real quick. Pat loves nesting dies, and I do too. They are my absolute favorite. Lynn also loves the nesting dies. You guys are awesome. That's so cool. Patty says there's a lot of stuff she's going to be ordering, and I totally understand that because, and that's the best thing about being a demonstrator too, is that we get that discount on top of being able to pre-order it. There's a lot of good stuff out there. All right, well, thank you guys for hanging out with me. I really appreciate your time. Please let me know in the comments if you have any questions on anything. I'll be talking about the Black Friday specials during my emails this week. So you'll see it in writing if you need to read it and absorb that information a little bit better. I'm going to have more pictures to share in my emails as well, kind of the kits and the different things that you're going to get for ordering with me this week. I'm so excited. So everyone, have a wonderfully blessed Thanksgiving. Enjoy that time with your family and your friends. It's such a beautiful time of the year. One of my absolute favorites. I plan to watch Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade. Love the parade. Love the food. Love the family time. So I encourage you all to share that wonderful time with your favorite people. Now, I will be back next Monday with a card class. It'll be December. I'm also going to be doing some Advent calendar reveals as well, starting on December 1st. So there's a lot in the future that we're going to get to do together. So enjoy this week. I appreciate your time. Once again, until we see each other, stay inspired, create something beautiful, and share the love. Bye, friends.